and gentlemen, welcome. We are ready to start things off here on the F1 Championship. It's been a long week, but we're back, and we're back with one of the greatest tracks in the world, Francorchamps. You see Ian Beale warming up his tires, of course. We got 16 minutes of qualifying. What a wonderful track. We are at, and of course, plenty of chances for the drivers to overtake in one of the biggest temples of racing. Unfortunately, as you can see, we do not have the new layout for Spa. We would have a corner in there for the MotoGP. Of course, we go now through Pujon. And let me tell you, this track has hosted some of the most incredible races in the world. Endurance, Formula 1 Grand Prix. Of course, I remember 1998, Hakkinen making that incredible move on Schumacher on a 3 wide. The Camel Straight. Plenty of overtakings. I remember, of course, Alonso making a move on Schumacher as well. Through Blanchimont. The track has had many variations throughout the years, but right now, with this layout, I can tell you we are going to have a blast. And you know what? Let's go on board with Ian Beale because he's going to start his first qualifying attempt. Let's go through the finish line and let's get things going. Beale approaching La Source, turn number 1, of course. Keep it very tight to the inside. That's a little too much curb. And he's already going to board the lap. Well, let's go with Lorenzo. Let's see if he has better luck. That was too much curb. Maybe it counted as an off track. Let's go with Lorenzo as we go through La Source. Once again, you can see that's a way better turning. Of course, good exit. And we go into the most famous corner in the world. Eau Rouge Radio. Completely flat for these Formula 1 cars. DRS is open through the Camel Straight and into Le Combe. We go triple corner, right, left, right. Unfortunately, Lorenzo missing both apexes there. Let's see if the third one is a little better. It is not, unfortunately. Down into Brazil we go. Very slow corner. You want to keep it in third, maybe fourth for the traction. Then we go into No Name. This is where we have the new MotoGP corner. Of course, you can see down into Pujon we go. And into the campus in just a few seconds. Flat out for Lorenzo into the campus. You want to keep it as much as you can to the right to then cut it down on the second half of the chicane. Stay flat now. Nice line from Lorenzo. Let's see if he can nail Paul Fred. It should be an easy flat out. For GT3 cars, way more difficult. Of course, flat out section, and now we're going to head into Blanchimont, which should be flat. No issues whatsoever. Even though you see Lorenzo missing the apex a little bit, and of course to finish off the lap, it is the bus stop. Careful with these curbs, very tricky. Lorenzo's going to finish his lap attempt, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 45.9. Sharp going on a 44.3. Way better lap this time around. Here you see Fentag going on his out lap pie, so I wanted to go with him. It claims it with a 43 dead. Should be seeing 42, so let's see how the pace evolves throughout the evening. We already see somebody done, as well as Roscoe's balls. Parking the car, don't want to get involved in any of the flying laps of the drivers. That's well done for him, certainly. And you know what? We're going to go with Fentag because he is getting closer to that finish line, and we know he has been one of the fastest drivers on the grid. Let's see what he can do. Right now, going into the bus stop. And we start another lap here at Francorchamps. Nice entry to carry as much speed through. Time to head into La Source. Here we go. Of course, the DRS open. Time for La Source. This would be fully gravel nowadays to try and keep the off tracks from happening. We head now into a Rouge. Way better line for Mr. Fentag. Was way better than Orensos. We head now through the Camel straight into the Combe. Let's see what Mr. Fentag can do. That's a great entry on the first Combe. See if we can nail the third one. Nice. Taking the curve. The exit is good. For now, Pi is still on the 43 dead, leading the way. Fentag going through Bruzel and now into No Name. That's exactly how you do it. Let's go on board with him as we approach Pujon once again. Oh, that's a lot of curve. Man, that takes a lot of balls. Because taking so much curve on a Formula car, not the most recommended thing in the world. Here, Mr. Fentag missing the entry a little bit, but fixes it mid-corner. Into stave lap we go on third. That's nice to carry the speed through. Paul Fay should be completely flat out. Well done. And now, time for Blanchimont. And time for finishing the lap. Bust up time. Let's see. Oof. Apex missed. Again, fixing it a little bit on the mid-corner, but will it be enough? Fentag across the line. 44 dead. Still plenty of time for the driver to improve. We go with Optical. What a great race he gave us last week. And let's see if he can do just the same this time around. You can see he's pushing with everything he has. Time for the bus stop. That's a great entry. Let's see the exit. Not bad at all. Shifting quickly. There you see Optical moves into P2. Nice. Getting closer to Pies. DJ Baus, as you can see, retired from the session. The Drift King scores. The Alpha Tauris. The big elephants in the room. They have been dominating all season long. At the moment, you can see Drift King taking things calmly. Jobo Baggings, that's a lap right there. 43.2. That is exactly what you were looking for. That is a hell of a lap. Let's see if anybody's going to be able to answer that. Let's go on board with Mr. Drift King, as you can see, taking things calmly, getting enough track, no need to push. Get the tires up to temperature. Now time to nail this exit. There you go. Go wide. Yeah, that's not exactly the way you wanted to get speed on the straight, but it doesn't matter. Time to go for a lap. Here you see Mr. Drift King going through La Source in very nice fashion. Down and up into a Russian Radion we go. With the Alpha Tauri. Oh, fantastic. That's exactly how you do it. Carrying so much speed through. Wonderfully done. Let's see if he can nail us all. Sorry, Lecombe. Well, let me tell you, that's perfect. That's exactly how you do it. That's the best Lecombe we've seen so far on the broadcast. That's a nice Bruzel as well. Let's see if he can nail the No Name. Yes, he can. That's perfect. Exactly how you do it. Heading now into Pujon. Look at the speed. Fantastically done. Right into the campus we go. That's exactly it. Keep it to the right as much as you can. You'll be able to go way faster through the mid-corner. Stave lot. Oh, unfortunately, completely missed the apex. Ball fresh shouldn't be an issue. And now time for Blanchimont. Roscoe's back on track. Drift King wanting to get himself on the top of the board. Will he be able to do so? Freaking at the 100 mark. That's a great entry. Mid-corner, that's fantastic on the exit from the Drift King. Will he be able to get it done? No, he won't. He will be second. Just and only by 30 thousandths of a second. Wonderful lap. But not enough to get in the lead. Let's go with J Sharp. Ladies and gentlemen. See how he's doing. There you see right now, starting a new lap. We're seeing the grid getting a little tighter. One together, which is good to see. Let's go with Orenzo for a little bit. There you see him. Through Pujon, and well done. And now let's see if he can finish the job. That's a great entry to the campus. You can see he's a little scared of the McLaren. Through Stavelot, but nonetheless, way better than what he was doing before. I think Drift King potentially has the 42 in himself. We'll see if that'll be the case. Of course, completely flat. Through Blanchimont for everybody. And at the 100 mark, let's see if Lorenzo can get a better lap. That's not too bad. On the bus stop, he's going to improve by a second, but still, B10. And well, that's so. I don't even know how he didn't break that left front tire. He's certainly going to send it back to the pit lane. That was big damage on the front wing, and he's going to have to drive the whole lap. So he's going to have to be very careful, because cars might be coming behind him. You can see at the moment is clear, but certainly driving without a front wing and not the optimal thing to do. 5 minutes to go. Let's go back with the Ferrari of Ian. Let's see how he's doing. Unfortunately, we're getting a yellow flag. Nicely down there from Mr. Beal. Good Pujon. Let's see if he can finish the job. Unfortunately, that's not a great campus. Oof, that's a little too much. Nearly losing the car on the rear really early on Stavelot, but that's actually going to be a little helpful. Unfortunately, that was too much curve. That is an invalidation of the lap, and he is going to be done. So let's go with Mr. Orenzo. There you see him now through the campus. Nobody behind him, which is good. Nobody being affected by the slow car. On track, we go through Pauvre. Orenzo's going to have to keep trying. Let's go with Roscoe's. Let's see if he can put a time on the board. He has struggled to do so. Still a couple minutes to go on this qualifying. Pie is out on track. Same goes for Filbo. Ian Beal, Bailey Tag. And Roscoe's balls, because Lorenzo, of course, is going to have to pit it. And I don't think he's going to have time to come back after breaking that front wing. Roscoe's. Nice Rouge taking things very, very conservatively. And you can see he is avoiding another lap. He put the 46, and I think he is done for the evening. Oi! Bailey Tag! Taking Pujon a little too quickly. And then losing the rear. That certainly can happen, especially if you have cold tires. Be aware of that on the first lap. He's back on his way. Both optical and Filbo baggings. Staying out. Let's go with Pies. We haven't seen him yet. The man who leads qualifying at the moment. Oh, that's a wonderful Lacan from him. You want a perfection. He's giving it right to you. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the same for Brazil. No name is nothing but perfect. Now into Pujon, carrying a lot of speed. Very aggressive shifting. from Pies. Needs to be careful because that could do big damage to the gearbox. Oh, that's cutting a little too much on the campus. And as you can see, you cannot go on that curve because that is exactly what happens. That's a little too much curve as well on Stavlat, and that's definitely going to be an invalidation of the lap. Too aggressive on the curbing. Certainly not the optimal thing on a Formula 1 car. And second of all, easy to get off tracks when you cut that much, especially on Stavlat. Very, very crucial off-track points in there. Well, Pies, I think he will give it one more try. So let's see what he can do. Everybody has come out for one more chance. Of course, the lap being so long, they're going to have a try. As long as they cross the line before the checker flag is out, they're going to have a shot. Let's go back with Pies, and let's see if he can do better this time. That's a great line. Through Eau Rouge, of course, completely flat as we previously mentioned. DRS open. You can see that Red Bull is topping speed. I don't know if that's a good signal. You can certainly see that Pies has gone for a very conservative setup. On the corner, and you see Phil Baggins put in the first 42 of the evening. Those were the times we were expecting. For the moment being, I think Pies could have gone a little harder on that rear wing. Oh, that's going to be the end. That is certainly going to be the end of the lap. Really bad Pujon. There's no coming back from it. Let's go with the Drift King. At the moment, heading down into Brazil. Will anybody have a chance to beat Philbo and take pole position? Time will tell, my friends. 5 seconds to go. The checker flag is going to come out. Last lap for everybody on track. There you see very aggressive line from Drift King. Now we are on overtime for drivers to finish. There's last shot. Drift King carrying a lot of speed through campus. Let's see what he can do. On Stavlat, that is really bad. Really bad. Thankfully, he fixes it a little bit on Paul Frey. Already Roscoe's Bolt is done. Pies as well. Couldn't do anything else. Optical. My lord, 18 thousandths of a second away from the lead. Drift King with that mistake on Stavlat. I don't know if he's going to be able to claim the lead. We'll see. Time will tell, and time is clocking. Drift King crosses the line, and he still takes it by 3/10. I told you that guy had a lot of time in him. Dilbo is still giving him one more shot, as you can see. No more. He has aborted it. So it all comes down to the guys at the bottom. Fintech trying with everything he has. He wants to get at least into a top 3 spot. That'll be optimal. Can he do it though? The checker flag is there for him. Full flat through the line. P4 it is. Nicely done. Now Meathead and Bailey, the only 2 men remaining, as well as Philbo. We're going to check on Philbo. I don't Philbo. Sorry. He aborted the lap. Let's go with Meathead once again. And let's see if he can get a little higher on the board. Nope. He has aborted the lap. Nothing else to see. Bailey doing just the same, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is over. And that means the race will start in just a few short moments. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in just a second or two. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go. We're ready for the start of the race. We're going to have a formation lap, and then things will get underway. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that sorted out. And it is time to go. Let's see when all drivers are ready. 22 laps. In the front of us is going to be Drift King leading from Phil Baggins, Optical Fintech Pie, St. Beal, J Sharp, Meathead, Orenthal, Bailey Tack for the top 10, and then Roscoe's Balls and DJ Bowser, who didn't set a lap. He retired on qualifying. Everybody heating up their tires. You can see Drift King is going to start things out with the medium. Let's check on the compounds. Here you see Philbo starting with softs, so does Bailey, and Bowser a little more aggressive with 22 laps. Maybe the smartest choice here would be a medium into hard compound, but hey, who am I to judge? We have a lot of masterminds here on the championship, and they know what they're doing. Let's see how this race pans out. Here you see the strategies. With a soft and a medium, you could maybe do it. But of course, that ain't going to be as easy. You're going to have to manage those soft tires quite a bit to get it till the end. We saw how the mediums have performed throughout the championship. They are by far the best tire, and as you can see, most of the group thinks just the same. Well, we are just a few moments away from the start of the race. 22 laps. Let's see how this one goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It is time to start things out. Hopefully, please, Lord, no bugs. Let it be good. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 Drift King not parking correctly. That's a DQ. But will it stay? He's there. Ladies and gentlemen, the red lights are gonna turn green. Looks like no DQ at the end. Let's see if Phil Baggins can try something. My God, he dives on the inside of La Sauce. Makes the move happen, but careful. Plenty of cars fighting. Good Lord Almighty, a 3-1. Through La Sauce at the back of the pack. Philbo takes the lead. Drift King right now patiently waiting for long straight now. The rear wing is where you feel it the most. The slipstream is there. Look at how twitchy these cars are. Look at how close Drift King is. Will he try something? No, he won't, but pies. Jesus Christ, what a launch. Try to make it happen, and that was very dangerous indeed. There you see the Haas going on a move on Optical through Brussels. Well done. Oh, look at how twitchy Phil Baggins was. Through that corner, the Ferrari of EMB struggling quite a bit. Through no name time for Pujon. Everything looking clean. From the front of the pack, here you see the whole crew coming through. Great exit from J Sharp. Will he have a chance? Yes, he will. Makes the move on Meathead. No issues whatsoever. Lap 1 being pretty clean so far. Nice to see. And of course, we're approaching the most dangerous part of the track for the first lap. That is, of course, the bus stop. Let's see how it's going to pan out. Blanchimont, nicely done from Phil Baggins. I think he should be able to keep the drift king behind. Nice ball stop from everybody. Look at that move from a Fintech on the outside. Wonderfully done. Philbo stays in first. Fintech now feeling the pressure from Optical. Is going to go on the inside line. Of course, it's better to stay behind and close. Oh no, Rouge. Yeah. We're going to have a side by side. Fintech is going to go through ahead. Optical has had to lift a little bit, but of course, Slipstream, ERS, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. My God, Optical goes on the grass. Laurel Marini actually goes for the dive through Lacombe. Can he finish the job? That's a wonderful move from Optical. How did he manage to keep it there? The grip showing massively. Side by side action on the lead. Philbo back is in Drift King, leaving it all on track. Second time we're going to go through Bouhon. And look at how close it is. That was unfortunately with a penalty. The Drift King wanting to look for the outside of the camp. It's not going to work now. Again, the outside it is. Oh my lord. What a move from the Drift King. That is incredible how has he managed to do that. Now he reclaims the spot as the leader. That was insane. What a move on the outside, of course. Baggins having a little bit of a mistake. We go with Ferrari of Beal fighting with Fintech and Optical at the same time. We're going to have to go on the lead. Look at that. Bilbo going off the track. So did Pies, who made the move into second. But has he been able to finish it? No, he hasn't. Still side by side. Oh, there has been contact, and now Philbo stays behind, not looking too happy. You could see him going left and right. Look at Optical dive on the inside of the Fintech, and he is able to do so. Look at this 4-man pack, and this 4-man is building into a 6-man. Oh my God, what a wonderful fight. In the middle of the grid, that's a great exit from Fintech. He needs to be careful. The RS is open now. Things are going to get dirty. Look at everybody going through. My God, half the people in the grass. There you see J-Sharp absolutely flying, making 3 moves, and then he can make a 4th one on the outside. My Lord Almighty, Fintech. Can he defend it? No, he cannot. Or yes, he can. No. It is done. J-Sharp with an incredible move. One of the best I've ever seen on this simulator. That has been incredible. We saw 2 people going off the track. That you see Orenzo and Bausa went a little too aggressive. Now Ian Beale suffering a little bit for a bad exit on Bouhon. My days. What a fight. Super close pace amongst all drivers. Drift King leads from Pies, from Philbo Baggins, J-Sharp and Bailey tag. Bailey is making that soft tire work. Started 10th, my lord. What a great job so far. You can see the tires, of course. Only J-Sharp with the hard compound going long. There you see Ian Beale cannot do too much. Orenzo already making a move through Blanchimont, and now time to see if he can defend it through the ball stop. There you see the launch roll to Ferrari. Can he keep it there? No, he cannot. Orenzo stays ahead. Will it be for long? Because we're approaching now La Source is in front. A little bit of a fight as well. Ian Beale gonna have to stay behind for the moment. What a wonderful race so far. This has been super entertaining. Let's go with Philbo Baggins. Starting to catch him Pies. The RS is open, but unfortunately for Philbo. Not looking great. We've had an incident. And there you see Orenzo and Beale side by side. Orenzo makes it through. What has happened to Bailey? Bowser! That's a safety car. Oh lord. That is going to be a long lap. What a shame. What an unfortunate incident. And that is going to prop out the safety car. Gonna have a couple of calm laps now. What a shame to say. Bailey lost the car, dropped down to 10th. With the safety car on, everybody's gonna group back, so maybe he has a chance to rebuild what he did in his first 3 laps. Ladies and gentlemen, the safety car is on its way. And Lucas in the chat. Oh, crash. Hello, Afero TV. Your friend. Of course, you're British. This English. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to wait for the safety. The drivers will be able to keep pushing because the safety lap is gonna be around 3 minutes. And there you see, Pi is gonna come in. Not even thinking about it twice. Looks like everybody has the same idea. Not J Sharp, of course, because he's on the hard tire. But everybody with the medium or the soft compound will do so. Tom Nash, welcome to the broadcast. Here you see Bilbo getting his tires changed. Another medium tire for him. G-Sharp is going to take the lead. Everybody pitting. And Pi stays ahead as the leader. Go with J-Sharp. Ready behind the safety car. And the start of the safety will be either this lap or the next one. Let's see how it goes. Here you see the whole pack catching back up again. Plenty of laps to go. J Sharp warming up his tires. I think everybody has caught him now. To the pack. Good news. Will the safety leave this lap? We don't know. Optical, unfortunately, you can see has dropped down to dead last. He's going to have to push a little further. And I think until he doesn't catch up to the pack, we won't be getting the safety out. So let's go with our leader, with J Sharp. Provisionally, of course, he is on the hard compound. He can make this work. My God almighty, what has happened there to Bailey tag? Going wide on Pujon. Here to see. Optical now catching the group. I think we're going to have one more on the safety. Oh. People in the chat, let me know. Who are you rooting for? Who do you think can take the W here at Francorchamps? Everybody has a chance right now. We're still quiet on an early stage of the race. But I want to know, who are your favorites? Tell me, who do you think can take the crown here at the Belgium Temple? That is Francorchamps. Look at that, Roscoe's Balls is actually going to come into the pit lane. And certainly, safety car will leave this lap. We will restart everything on lap number 7. Shame to see Bowser having that unfortunate crash. He couldn't do too much, to be honest. Locked the tires, went straight, and that is game over. Nicely done there from J Sharp. Nicely done from everybody. Keeping strategies alive. Of course, you know, considering that the safety car is here, you can see everybody has packed a hard tire. Now, will the hard tire last for 12 more rounds? That has been the usual number for the hard tire to do. And of course, we don't have 12 laps. We have way more than that. We got 15 once we cross the line. So, I don't know if going for this hard tire has been the smartest choice. We'll see if the drivers have done the correct thing or not. We will find out in just a few short moments. Safety cars should leave this lap. Only Philbo with the medium tire. I think that is a better choice. I really do think so. Safety cars coming in, and it's time for a restart. Come on, people in the chat, tell me, who are your favorites for this race? Let me hear it. And you see safety starting to speed up. How will this one go? Bishop is going to be the one to decide when to start things out again. And he could hit the jackpot if this is done properly. Time for the bus stop. Then on lap number 7, we will restart this race. J Sharp could still go slow. He's doing so. Late start. That's lovely. And certainly he's going to be able to stay ahead on first. Here we go. Lap number 7. We're back. On our way. Jason Bradley. Pies for the win. Well, let's see if he can make it happen. That'd be lovely to see here. You see J Sharp at the moment carrying quite a bit of speed. Pies is right behind and he has a lot of overspeed. Can he make the move? Look at him go left, right, trying to pick up some more slipstream. But careful because the drifting is coming through. Here we go. Ain't to look. Oh my God. Wheel banging between these two drivers, and look at the drifting! Oh my days! How has he managed to do that? He still hasn't finished the job, but he has the inside on Brazil. What a wonderful move from the Drift King. Climbing up in a P2, and now J Sharp is feeling the pressure. This could end badly. We're going board. There you see J Sharp making a mistake. Now the Drift King might try something out on the outside. Will he do so? Yes, he will. Going quite wide, but he looks like he has closed the move. Yes, he has. Wonderful move from the Drift King, who claims the lead. Once again, we have had a crash. Ay, 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 ay. We have had a crash, and that is Bailey without a front wing. Shame to see he's going to drop the dead last, of course. We're going to work with Philbo, who's coming rapidly. Of course, that medium tire is going to give him an edge. Lap number 8 about to start. That's a very bad line from both J Sharp and Drift King. And unfortunately, Philbo couldn't do too much. But now might be able to go on the outside and make it happen. Up in a P2, we'll see. Going for the wider approach. A better grip. And there has been big contact there. That a lot Philbo could do, to be honest. He did leave all the room possible. Still gonna have the arrest. Makes a mistake. Good save. My God, how has he managed to save the car? Unbelievable reflexes. That was a little too much curb. I am in pure shock that he has managed to keep the car intact after such a fatal mistake. Pies, of course, back into second. We'll see if he can catch on the leader, on the Drift King. Feelable. That's not a good no-name. Gonna have to keep his mind in the game. Gonna have to push a little harder. He needs to take advantage of this medium tire. He has the advantage over everybody else on track. So he's going to have to make this work. That was an incredible save on a Radillon. see, of course, the difference in the tire is massive. Just on the exit, Fintac lost 2/10, and Bilbo actually didn't do a good stay lap, so that tells you everything about this compound. Goes now through Blanchimont and still keeps on catching. And for the bus stop, great entry. Mid corner looking good. The exit not bad. Very conservative, 46.5, fastest lap of the race. For the Drift King, DRS is back enabled, and that means things are going to get even more fun. Still, we're going to have the opportunity to hit that DRS button on the Camel Straight, and so will Fintac, because Pies has made a little bit of a mistake. Through Eau Rouge, look at how much is catching. That's insane. That is insane, the speed difference. Here you see J Sharp Orenthal side by side, banging the tires with one another. Orenthal goes for the diving in on Bruzel. Looking quite good, he makes it happen. Another Ferrari of Ian Bill. Of course, looking forward to do just the same, but he won't be able to do it. He's going to have to wait a little longer. Let's go on board with Philbo. Pies with a 3-second penalty. We've seen this happen before. Pies got in the track a little too much. Plenty of times we've seen it. Philbo right now with a grip advantage, he should be able to go through Fintac without any issues. But he's actually struggling a little bit. That was a great exit, so maybe it's time now to do it. Let's see. Yeah, the exit is good. Deploy the ERS, and this should be done. Will they go side by side through Blanchimont? I don't think so. There you see already Philbo is ahead. Up in a P3 he goes. We're going to enter lap number 10. Right now, there you see, my God, a great try from Fintac, but that was a little too desperate. I don't think that could have worked anytime. Well, time for Philbo to keep pushing. Get ready into P2 because the drifting is flying away. Let's see if we can. There you go. That's what I wanted to see. Last lap times from everybody. Philbo needs to pick up pace immediately. Cannot let this slip. Having the medium tire, he needs to exploit it. He has already gotten himself into DRS space with Pies, which is a good sign. Slowly but surely cutting a gap with the Drift King. Right now he's having a good mid-race. Of course, let's check on the tires. You can see 5 laps for mostly everybody on the hard compound, except for Mr. Roscoe's Balls, who pitted on the last lap of the safety. There you see the penalties awarded to the drivers. Bilbo still catching. He needs to go quicker. He needs to put that extra gear on. Because the longer he lets them go, the worse it's going to get. The clock is ticking. And Philbo really needs to get his grip on. Let's see. You can see he's using all energy now. Look at that. He already caught 4/10, my lord. That's quite a bit. Whoa, he misses the entry by a long shot. He's going to lose some time there. Pies certainly going to take advantage of that. He still has DRS, so might be able to keep himself into attack mode as we're getting closer to Eau Rouge. Yes, indeed, that's a good exit from the Alfa Romeo. Again, deploying a lot of energy. You can see how rapidly it's catching, and with the DRS, I don't even want to imagine completely flat out through Eau Rouge. This time around, that's a great line. Hit the button, and a brum, 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 brum. Let's go. Look at the speed difference, my God almighty. Oh, we had a safety car. Safety car deployed in Peel without a front wing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. Oh, and he actually... Philbo! I cannot believe it! He's bad! a little too much under safety car conditions. That's a drive-through, and certainly that's a race over for him. Because, oh, if this game isn't shit, you cannot serve the drive-through on yellow flag conditions. You can only do that when we're back on the green. Well, let me tell you, that is a race killer. What a shame for Ian Beale. And of course, this means pit for everybody. Get a hard compound and finish the race. I don't know if the medium will be enough. I think it will, because we're going to have at least one more lap on the safety. So we'll see what the drivers decide. Ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting race. Unfortunately, two big incidents that have prompted two safety cars. Bilbo gonna swap tires. There you see him. Gonna go for another medium. Makes sense considering that we're gonna have one or two more laps under safety car conditions. Of course, he still has a drive-through, so what can you say? It's game over for him. Now, there you see Drift King, of course, has put the mediums as well. He's looking like $1 million P2, P3 with big penalties. Of course, Philbo is going to have to serve that drive-through in the following 3 laps. If not, it will be disqualified. Everybody on the medium except Roscoe's who's going on the soft, taking the gamble. Could be done, but he's going to suffer on that later stage of the tire life. Certainly on the last 3 laps. He's not going to have a good time. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, with all the changes we've had so far, tell me, who do you think can win it? Jason, will you still keep the Pies prediction? Can he do it with a 3-second penalty? What do you think? I want to hear from all of you. There you see, body behind the safety car. Maybe it leaves this lap, because everybody has caught up, so we'll see. Will it go? Safety is gonna stay. Moving. Now it's speeding up. And well, let's see, my friends. This is another restart. Everything we've seen so far does not count. Everything is up for grabs. Gentlemen, we'll be right back once the safety leaves. Here we go. Safety car will leave this lap, I presume. So get your engines ready. Because once again, it's time to rock and roll. Safety speeding up. It will be the Drift King to get things going as we enter lap 14. Will be 9 laps to go. Counting the 14 as well. I understand Philbo should not be able to surf the drive-thru right now because we haven't gone through the line. Hopefully the game is actually realistic and follows that rule. But it is time to restart this. There you see Drift King. Not waiting at all. Just makes it happen. And we are back underway. Wait. Wait. He's serving the drive-thru. Oh no, he's pitting. Ay. What a mistake. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's game over. Yeah, that's if we thought it was done, well, that's next level being done. Because he didn't serve the drive-thru, he pitted again for new tires. Yeah, that's not a lot else you could do. Drift King still leads from Paz, J-Sharp, Fintac, Roscoe's Balls. Optical and Lorenzo trading positions, Ian Beal waiting behind. We've seen the drivers fight so hard throughout these last 14 laps. Another 3-second penalty coming for Roscoe's Balls. What has happened? In Beal making contact with Lorenzo, I think, spinning through Pujon. Thankfully, he's back underway. Philo, of course, remaining to serve that drive-thru. Plenty of 3-second penalties. Not good at all. Let's see. Intact. Trying to carry the speed through. Trying to get himself a little higher on the board. I'm sure what happened to Philbo was sort of a mistake. Because it doesn't make any sense. There you see, that's a great rush. And of course, the ERS is going to help as well. Look at him slowly catching. You can see the J-Sharp way more aggressive on the straight speed, which is a very important factor. That's for sure. There you see. Fintac does not care about any factors. All he wants to do is get up on that ladder. That is P3, potentially a P2, because of course Spice is a 3-second penalty. Let's see what he can do in this remaining 8 laps. Fintac doing a good job. We're gonna see what has happened because Bailey Tag is out of the race. Will we see his car? That's why I'm on board with Philbo. Looks like he had a crash on Pujon. The DRS is now enabled. And my God, what an unfortunate incident. Well, time for J-Sharp to bring it back to Fantag. Hit that ERS, get that slipstream, and get that DRS. And ladies and gentlemen, here you see the power of DRS exemplified in a very quick faction. Easy move, and no issues. Wonderfully done from Mr. J-Sharp. Here with another 3-second penalty. Not good. Let me tell you, we have had this issue in all of the races. Plenty of drivers getting penalties. I must say, drivers are going to have to take it a little calmer through the corners. Plenty of penalties. Yeah, what we've noticed for all of the races is that if you are consistent, maybe a little slower than the rest, but consistent, you can get yourself easily into a top 5 finish. Because with so many penalties being given throughout the races, it's just a matter of time. And well, talking about a matter of time, Fantag losing quite a bit there. Going too deep on the entry of the bus stop. Let's see if they can recover from it. I don't want J-Sharp not able to catch up to Pies. So Pies could finish in a P2 spot. The Drift King leading without any issues whatsoever. There's the Optical also catching on these two gentlemen. It's going to be a 3-man bout very soon. And let's go on with Alfa Romeo. ERS, Slipstream. Look at the whole pack. This is side-by-side action between J-Sharp and Fantag. They went very wide, both of them. Of course, Optical is going to go, hey, thank you. I'm going to take advantage of this. And look at him. He's already on their tail. He had to go straight. The Haas breaking a little too early than expected. Time for No Name. Looking good from Optical. Let's see if J-Sharp can keep it under control. Through Pahoni goes. Well done. Now down into the campus once again. Getting closer to the end of the race. That's a big mistake on behalf of Fantag. Not a good entry on the campus. Certainly not a good exit either. Let's see if he can bring it back on Stavelot, or if not, it's going to have a problem. He was looking, helping Optical. Bilbo has served the drive-through. He's a no-miss, and of course, in P10. Hey, at least he's going to get himself a point. Optical, that was super aggressive. I don't even know how he managed to stop the car in time, because that was looking like absolute death. It's time for Rouge, our favorites. And it's time to see how fast these cars go. At the moment, the three of them separated by 5/10 each. Optical needs to take advantage of this. The line was not too bad, but certainly way better for Mr. Fantag. The DRS is there, the ERS as well. Look at the speed difference, for the love of Christ. Night and day. Ian Beale with another 3-second. Optical nearly colliding with the J-Sharp. Now is Fantag up in a P3. Will it last, or will it stay there? Well, time will tell. We have seen the Williams of J-Sharp being very powerful on the straight, so as long as he keeps himself on DRS ground, he shouldn't have too much of trouble. Phil will, of course, scoring the fastest lap. New compound. He's right now in dominance line, as we previously mentioned. That is a cut from Optical, and now J-Sharp might try the launch. No, he won. Ruskos with another 3. Plenty of penalties. Optical needs to be careful. Again, cutting a lot of the car. J-Sharp nearly losing the rear. You could see him. Too much throttle while turning. Easy to get wheel spin and get yourself a rodeo. Nice lands from J Sharp to start recovering. Optical is out of DRS. J Sharp actually going away. I think that's smart. And now you're out of DRS with FinTech, so just get yourself a free spot. It's going to be very easy to do unless J Sharp makes a bad line. You could see him falling a little bit, but just look at the difference just by the DRS. It's insane. DRS is OP. I remember it back a few years. DRS was barely significant. It was all about the slipstream more than the DRS, but nowadays it is such an important factor. And if you have any problems with that rear wing, your race could be easily over. Optical is right on his tail, but not a lot he can do. Nearly going a little too wide. Drift King has everything under control. 4 seconds ahead of Pies. Pies 4 seconds and a half ahead of FinTag. Things are looking decided, at least on the front. Between J Sharp and Optical, there is a fight, but Optical has a 3-second penalty, so certainly that's going to play a big role in the fight. We're going to enter the last 3 laps of the evening. Nicely done. Lap number 20 underway. Let's go back with the only fight we have on track. Optical and J Sharp. Oi, FinTech 3-second penalty. That gives J Sharp plenty of hope, because he could be looking at a P3 finish. But if he keeps on fighting with Optical, things are not going to look good. Meathead! What has happened? Still we're getting a 3-second. Can we see Meathead's car? Big incident. And wait. J Sharp! J Sharp as well! He's out of the track! He had the opportunity of a P3. Well, that opportunity is long gone. My God, what a turn of events. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is such a shame. For now, we're only going to finish with 9 drivers, of course. You can see no front wing. For J Sharp, that ain't going to be pretty. Right now, Enzo does not have a chance to overtake Optical via penalty. So things are looking pretty decided right now. Enzo in no man's land. He's being caught by Roscoe's, but he should just let him go. No need to fight it. Especially with 2 laps to go. 6-second penalty. He's not going to fix it. Unless Enzo makes a massive mistake. That cannot be doable. Here you see Drift King has had a pretty uneventful second half of the race. So many incidents, so many penalties. By the looks of it, it's going to be an Alpha Tauri once again at the top of the board. Let's go with Roscoe's. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't even want to overtake. He just wants to stay behind. He knows he has that P6 done, so why risk it? Why put yourself in a tough spot? No need. There you have him. Just gonna calm Ian Beale with a 9-second penalty behind. Not a lot he can do. That's a big incident happens, of course. Yobo is catching on a J Sharp. He's going to have to make not only the overtake, but 3 seconds. Very impossible. Let's see if J-Sharp can hold himself. I think he should be able to. Ah, yeah. Roscoe's making that mistake still. Not a lot of problems. As long as he stays behind Ian Beale, he should be good to bring himself back into P6. We have entered the last lap of the evening, and of course, what can I do? Nothing else but give you the man who deserves all the TV time in the world. The Drift King, flawless race. No incidents, no penalties. All he has to do now is bring it home. Here we go, through Lacombe. Clean as a whistle. Nice lines for the Drift King. Yeah, he has it. He has it covered. He can take it home now. He has 6 seconds of a gap. That's massive. On Pies. What a race from the Alpha Tauri. Once again showing us why he deserves to be at the top of the board. That is exactly how you do it. Ladies and gentlemen, here you have your race winner, the Drift King, once again claiming victory. There you have it. Well done and well deserved. Here you see Pies going to end up in P2. Finally a podium. Finally. The penalties are not that heavy, and he manages to finish things off on the top 2. Bintac for the top 3. Obstacle on 4th. And so gonna end things on 5th. Roscoe's Walls is gonna move into 6th because Beals has a 9-second penalty, and then we're gonna have J Sharp and Philbo Baggins. What a race from the Drift King, seriously. Unreal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is over. Let's check at the podium celebration. Nothing else you can say. J-Sharp gets the fastest lap of the race, but things are done. Congratulations to the podium, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you very soon next week. Some more Formula One action. See you sooner than later. Have a good night, everybody.